Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So today let's have a look at the new impossible quest for Kushinada Zero, and this will be my first time clear. And yeah, there's no video of me today. I kind of ran out of light, so I don't think the video of me would be very good. But I wanted to get this video out before the weekend began, so that's why this. Alrighty. And so this is my first clear video, but it also happens to be my first play video as well. I was lucky enough to get the clear the first time. In my previous first clear videos, you might have seen me splice together different runs to see my progression through the mission as I lose through it, but then finally clear it. But here we'll just play the single movie. Gimmicks here are mines and warps. So ideally we want to bring guys with both of those null abilities, but if we have to choose only one, then I think we want to choose warps. Yeah, there are ways to sort of avoid the mines, but the warps you'll have no control of where you go, so yeah, no warp is better. And then to talk about the team that I'm using, I'm bringing Rinsu, a new Transcendent character that was available just yesterday, I think. And then he's got null warp only. And then he's got Etherean Slayer L, which does 2.5 damage, 2.5 times damage against Etherean types. And then these green jewel things, those count as Ethereans. So Rinsu can do great damage on them and actually take them down in one hit. I don't think any other monster can take them down in one hit, so that's very valuable. And then we want to take them down the first turn, if we can, or we want to take them down within the first 3 turns, because after that they will shoot out a big old laser, which can end our run pretty quickly. Okay, next up I'm using Rose Monstriker Ascension, and she's got Flight and Null Warp, so she perfectly addresses the gimmicks for this mission. And yeah, if you saw my walkthrough for Kushinada, the regular one, she was also great in there. So yeah, she's my Kushinada hunter for sure. Next I'm using Smopel, and he is good and bad. He has both the null gimmicks. He's got Minesweeper and Null Warp. He's got a strong bump combo. He's got a strong strike shot. Well, semi-strong strike shot. But his stats are very low, so I was kind of wondering how well he was going to play. But he turned out to be fine. He cannot one-punch these little null bounce guys, anti-bounce guys, so yeah, we kind of have to keep that in mind while we're using him. And then finally, the one bounce character that I'm using is Zhang Fei, or Chohi, Evolution. And she also has Minesweeper and Null Warp. And then Pierce monsters are generally more recommended for this mission. But I think having one bounce monster is good. There are instances where they are better than Pierce monsters. And she's good because she has a strike shot, which takes away a lot of damage. It's the wall-bound strike shot. And there are quite a few chances, like on this stage, for example, where the boss is very close to the wall. And so if we can position ourselves in between the wall and the boss, then we can do lots and lots of damage. So yeah, we will try to do that with Chohi. Okay. And then for this mission, there's kind of a new attack from the boss and the enemies. And that is the, what do you call it? The bump combo block. And so we see a few of our guys, they have a kind of a cage around them. That means that they cannot use their bump combo. So we don't really want to rely on bump combos too much for this mission. It's going to be more direct damage. Alright, so again, we see the kind of the green gem thing. We want to take that down first if we can. And yeah, if you saw there, Kushinada Zero, she took a bit of damage herself. damage between the boss and then those green gem things are linked. So the more damage we can do to the gem, the more damage we can do to the boss as well. And this is where Rinsu really shines, because he's got the Slayer, and so he can do a lot of damage, kind of overkill damage on the gem thing, and then do a lot of damage similarly to the boss that way. And so, ideally, if we can, we would like to start every stage on Rinsu's turn. And there's a few reasons for this. One is because he does not have Minesweeper, and so to get that attack out before the mines get out would be a good idea. And then also, that first turn, the least amount of the blocks are up. So that would also increase Rinsu's mobility, just because there are fewer blocks around. And then, what else? Yeah, first turn, that would be ideal to start every stage first turn with Rinsu. But I find that if he goes third, that works as well. It's kind of the last turn you have a chance to take down the dragon, or the gem things, but it does work. And then by then, the blocks that go up and down, they're usually in the down position, so it's easy to get to the gem thing. Alright, but here in this case, I saw that probably just one or two more attacks would do on the boss, so we're going to ignore the gem thing and just take down the boss. Okay. And then on these mini-boss stages, the mini-boss of Kushinada Zero, she doesn't really have an ultimate attack, so we can sort of take our time. But once we get to the boss stages, then we really kind of want to put the pressure on the boss. Just continually do damage to the boss. We see it's at 10 right now. That 10 count attack is a 8-way laser, which will definitely take us out. Here the positioning is great for Cholhi, so let's use the wall-bound strike shot and take away about 85% of the boss's life. Very cool. And then here we will just take down the boss and move on to the next stage. Okay. And yeah, there are 4 boss stages, so this whole mission overall is pretty long. Okay, so here is the second boss stage. Again, we want to go after the green gem thing. But yeah, as we can see, Rose Monstriker, she cannot one-punch the green gem thing, nor can she one-punch the anti-bounce guys. So it might be worth getting a Kin Strength Ableberry on her, but not super necessary. She's still very, very good without it. Alright, there we're debating what to do. Unfortunately, we just hit the lip of that block, so we were not able to take out the dragon, or the gem thing. So here, we'll just do a Hail Mary and hope that Cholhi can take out the gem thing. And no. Alright, so there goes that laser. And yeah, as you can see, lots and lots of damage. But we're still alive, so we'll keep going. And then this time we'll try to take down the gem thing. And then it only takes one hit from Rinsu to take down the gem thing. But if we're fast enough, we can get in a couple or even 3 hits on the gem, and then all that damage will be transferred to Kushinada Zero. So yeah, you definitely want to go after the gem things with Rinsu as much as possible. Ooh, life is looking not so hot. And then here we'll use Smopal Strike Shot. It is a Meteor Strike Shot. So it can help us clear the field of those Spritzers down there, and also do some damage to the boss. And we can grab the heart. Yeah, the nice thing about Rinsu and Smopel and Chohi is that they all have a null warp on the gauge. Unfortunately, Rose Monstriker does not have null warp on the gauge. With the other monsters, I could miss the gauge and enter the warp, and then, for example, escape from that enclosed area. But Rose Monstriker would not be able to do that. So yeah, that's something I would consider a weakness of hers. Alrighty. So, boss is nearly done. We'll try to grab that gold heart. Very good. And yes, we are halfway through the boss stages. This is a pretty long mission. But actually, I found it pretty fun, actually. There is kind of a determined order that you need to take down guys. And so, yeah, if you can successfully, do the things in the orders that you should, then the mission is pretty doable, actually. And then, yeah, just to go over the order of guys to get rid of. First, you want to get rid of the gem thing, of course. And then, depending on how many minesweepers you have, you want to get rid of the Gaias, which is that tentacly-looking headed thing on the upper right there. One, because they shoot out mines, and then two, they have a very strong laser shot. So, yeah, if we don't have a lot of guys with flight or a minesweeper, we definitely want to take down the Gaias so that we have less mines to worry about. But yeah, those are kind of the two big ones, the gem thing and then the Gaias. And then after we get rid of them, then we can go after the boss. We don't need to worry about the spritzers or the anti-bounce guys too much. And yeah, especially once we get to the boss, we really need to put the pressure on the boss because we don't want to be caught in that 8-way laser. Let's see if we can use the Cholhi and pick up some of those mines. Excellent. And we also got rid of the Gaia, so that's good. That'll make things easier for Rinsu next turn. And yeah, also with the number of enemies lowered like this, Smopel's homing bump combo will be very good against the boss as well. Okay, so we see that the boss has very low hit points. We'll just take her out, and then we will go to the last stage here. Alright, so this one the pressure is really on because now there are two gem things, and yeah, we need to take them down within 3 turns or else take a lot of damage. And then, yeah, since Rinsu is the only one that can take them down in 1 hit, we need to think about how to get more than 1 hit with Smopel. So yeah, we got a good angle on that one on the lower right, so we could take out that gem thing. Here there's no way for Cholhi to get the gem, so we'll just go after the boss a little bit. Alright, and then finally we have Rinsu, so let's get rid of that gem up there, just in time. Alright, very good. And if we wanted to, we could take out the Gaia to take, lessen the chance of mines and lasers. But we'll see what we do here. And yeah, you probably saw in my Kushinada video as well, but Rose Monstriker's strike shot is very strong. So we want to ideally wait for when she's lined up with the weak point before we use it. Okay, good damage there. HP's looking a little low, but I see a great chance to use Cholhi's strike shot, so let's do that. And there we go. So, first time playing and first clear. That was kind of surprising, but yeah, pretty awesome too. And yeah, I would recommend the first 2 of these, Rinsu and Rose Monstriker, very highly. Smopel was fine, and Cholhi turned out to be pretty great. I got to use her strike shot twice during the boss stages, so lots and lots of damage. And we got the first clear, we got the drop. And there she is, Kushinada Zero. Very excited about this one. Alrighty, well, I hope that was helpful, and we'll see you again. Take care.